just they ride around, and the Chinese who are here, there's like a small section of small group of Chinese. They have control over the vans, and so it's Sunday, so they're not here today. But there'll be all these parking lots will be filled up. There'll be 20 vans here with that hold maybe 12 people, 15 people.
Of Haitians.
Mainly Haitians. There's other ones like Philippines, and there's some from.
So thousands employed here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Thousands from all three. There's two other plants in the other end of town, up in Spears. But this
is why they came to your town.
The big thing that's rubbing the residents of Charleroi is these illegals, or these immigrants. They're not necessarily illegal. They were brought in through a government program, but they're getting all these benefits. They're getting housing assistance. They're getting food assistance. They're getting all this.
So
help.
possibly thousands a month.
Yeah, literally thousands of months. And so at first they were all walking. Now they've pulled their money together. They've accumulated enough where they're buying cars, and they're getting cars from Ohio and out of state.
So you were saying that the accidents are incredible here.
The accident rate has gone up immensely. People driving down the wrong way roads, flying through alleys. They actually just recently put in a bunch of speed bumps in alleys because they just use alleys like a drag strip. And 40 miles an hour through an alley, they don't even there's no stop signs because it's an alley. And so they just assume that they can keep on driving right through the main roads, and it causes accidents. That they started right there. I don't think it's doing too well though because it's too far away from the main center of town. But we'll drive through, and I'll show you how all the businesses. There's probably 15 or 20 just along this road right here, in the next couple blocks. But you see it all the time, and funny thing is you see people like walking around with a case of water on their head, just balanced on their head. Like, that's so unnatural. It's like a very African thing. But now it's all here. But you'll see, okay, where they start. Yeah, there's just all these people on foot, and they hang out. Like, they don't really stay inside a whole lot. They're much more gregarious than your average American. But so these are the natural stores, and now I'm going to show you. It's just store after storefront. They had this one, but they moved down there. I think the rent was too high. And so we have that's a new one. That is a tax place. There's
Western Union in it.
Yeah. There's a salon there. Mini marts. African mini mart. The Viga by Western Union. That's for the Haitian. Everything's about sending money back to your family.
So not benefiting the domestic population.
No, yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So here's another one.
Vape.
The International Unimart. This was Queen's old store. She was the first one. So we have this one here, the Asian one there. This is the big one, Queen's. I had a delivery right next door.
Look at that rice.
Yeah. I had a delivery right next door, and there was a chunk of pale meat, looked like pork or something. And it was just sitting on this, it was like a 2-inch chunk of meat just sitting on the sidewalk. I was like, this is so weird. I've never seen this before. But then,
this again?
These are, carrier vans, like passenger vans.
To carry the migrants.
Like 15 people per van. I'll even show you up on...
to carry the migrants to the meat factory.
Yeah, to the different factories. There's 2 in Spears and the one I showed you in North Charleroi.
And what were the factories called?
It's 4th Street Foods.
4th Street Foods.
They do like it used to be called quality driven co-pack. Simplot was another.
Now, what is this van again?
These are the passenger vans for that. They have someone who
And 1 second, let me staffing. So here's the staffing company. So the staffing company is what takes the migrants to the big meat factory, which is...
They drive all around town, stop in the middle of the street, and they get in and out. And
all the migrants are within these homes here.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's
so your
there's
town
very little. There's no empty space, no empty homes.
So rents are up.
Rents are way up. People can't even find out, and people are moving because you see, they go into people's yards on their porches and just take things. Because they aren't familiar with.
So rents are up, thefts are up, and you said the town's about 4,000 and half are Haitian?
Yeah, it's probably more like 5,000 now, just because of there was just another influx in this past few months. And
so more than 50% of the population
I
is
would say
Haitian.
half the town, more than half the town, yes. Is
and you got Trump signs everywhere.
Yeah, I only recently saw a Harris sign. For the first time. I do want to show you. There's a
where are the animal? You said goat carcasses and.
Oh, that's at the other end of town, near the towards the other two factories on the other side of town. Twilight. It's called Twilight.
Look at that! Somebody's got their flag upside down.
I actually know that person.
Is he in distress?
Yes, he's. Look, this is what I wanted to show you right here.
Oh wow! Look at that.
It's like a little.
So Haitian compound of all the vans.
Yeah, there's multiple houses right here. This is like their lot for older.
So these are the vans that drive the Haitians to the meat factories.
Yeah, the packing factories.
To the packing factories.
Yeah, it's frozen food packaging. Like they build breakfast sandwiches and breakfast bowls and things like that, and it gets it's frozen food.
Is this right here?
Just another carrier van for the immigrants to
the meat factory
to the factories. Yep, the 3 factories.
How many vans do you think are in this town?
At first I thought there was maybe like 24. Then it just kept on growing and growing. They must have cornered the market on these vans.
And another one too.
Yeah, they must have cornered the market on these vans because
all of these take the Haitians.
Yeah.
To the meat factories.
Yep. To the packing factories. That's what it is. There was just a stabbing a week, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was Haitian on Haitian. Guy got stabbed in the head and he had to get life-flighted. The people who saw it said he's probably not going to live, but I never heard anything more from it. A lot of times because they're always sitting on the porch, like right there. And they do have their own sense of style. Like they love these Burberry T-shirts that have teddy bears on them. So they found goat carcasses, like butchered goat carcasses, on this road, just off the side of the road, and it created a whole joke among the town that they're lock up your goats, missing goats, because they were finding their carcasses.
And any other animals?
Not that I know of. But I do know someone that lives up in this area that has goats, and I was like, you better watch them. Packing.
And this is the other location where the migrants...
This is one of the other 2 that's up in this area. And so this has been here, but they were all using local labor, and now it's probably over 90%, immigrant that they brought in. And it's a big factory.
So this goes to Tyson too.
Yeah.
1 second, stop right here.
Yeah.
So this meat that the Haitians, or this meat factory that the Haitians are working at, that displaced most of the domestic workers, shipping to Tyson.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's funny because there was this report not too long ago, maybe several months ago, of NGOs supplying corporate America with these migrants, and this is
exactly it.
Yeah, this is actually playing out in real life to 4th Street.
Yeah, Tyson, Bob Evans, like breakfast sausage and that kind of thing. Maybe like sign.
So that's a Haitian.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is they don't know how to drive.
They stop when they're not supposed to. They slow down and you know, or they don't stop when they're supposed to.
So you were talking about the MVA or the DMV. Like, what's the process of them getting a license?
Yeah, they. So, I actually there was on Charleroi Rambler, there was a post, someone that worked there, and they said they're frustrated because they can come in with a handwritten ID card, and they get asked a simple question: did you drive in your country? And if they say yes, they get issued a driver's license with that ID, even though none of it has been verified or vetted at all. And that's scary because...
So, and you were saying accidents are up, or your insurance rates up?
Yes, people are complaining about their insurance rates because there's a bunch of people, they're driving into houses and they'll get a car, they'll get it insured for a month, and then they let it lapse and they're driving around uninsured. It's happened. Several people that I know have been hit by Haitians who are uninsured, even though they have an insurance card because they had it for 1 month, but it's not current.
What is?
But it's I know the women are feel more threatened than anything because they do get a lot of cat calls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, almost got into an accident.
And this is all the time. Look at his car.
So that's a Haitian right there who can't drive?
Yeah.
And you're
see when we go the speed bumps in the alleys?
So these speed bumps why were they put into the alleys?
Because they even put a stop sign up there too, because they were using the alleys like it was their own little drag strips.
And these are new. These are brand new.
Yeah, these were just put in a week ago.
A week ago. Wow. So clearly, that's a response to an issue, which that response means government understands there's an issue. Local government understands there's an issue.
And it's really, people are mostly frustrated with the police because the police, they throw their hands up and they say there's nothing we can do.
Meanwhile, there's Trump signs everywhere here.
Oh yeah.
So do you think the response of
this building is brand new, CareerLink. They just built the whole thing from the ground up.
And this is for the Haitians to place them at the factories.
It's for anybody who needs a job, but it's here in
But
Charleroi for a reason.
Yes, but primarily when 50% of the population or more is Haitian, you have to